Hey.
Cave Dwellers.
Hey. Oh, yeah. Hello, Cave Dwellers. Which channel are we on? I don't know. Where are we? Yep, I'm in Neil's cave. So I've flown from Australia to the UK, as I'm sure most of you know. And it's been great. We've recorded an episode of This Week in Retro from here.
Podcast this morning, yeah, it went well.
So that was good fun. Trip was a bit messed up because of a bit of a virus in the middle, but we won't talk about that. But it's just been fantastic to be here, and I really do appreciate Neil committing even more time than you normally would on a week. 8 days straight, I think, at the moment.
It'll be a 2 week straight run at the end of this week.
Yeah.
Just to keep up with the public opening days and everything that we do. It's not sustainable. I'm the first to admit this. I'm not some kind of machine. It's just the way things are at the moment, and we're gonna sort it out. But it's all worth it.
Yeah. So I really do appreciate you making time for me to come and play on all the toys. Basically, I really just wanted to ask you, Neil. I mean, obviously you've taken this from pretty much zero to obviously starting a YouTube channel, and then having a cave, having to exit that, and then come up with this place, which is phenomenal. How do you take something? How do you take an idea? What have you learnt along the way to go from pretty much nothing to what we see now in terms of the cave?
Oh, it's a big question, Chris. And if I could answer it straight, I'd be saying to you, here's my new book about how to do all that. Buy it now. It's very complex, but it's a combination of hard work and a lot of good luck and a lot of support from the community along the way. And I think ultimately what it's become, anyone else who had had the same mixture of fortune and good luck and everything along the way would probably have created the same thing, albeit with a different, maybe artistic style according to how they like things to be. I think we all have this little dream that we'd like to buy all of the retro things, make a museum to put them all in, invite people in to come and enjoy it, make them a cup of coffee and have a chat with them. It's a dream. It was one of my dreams, and I've heard lots of other people express the same desire and dream to create something like this. So I'm under no illusion about how fortunate I am to be in this position, but also I don't think there's anything particularly special about the approach I've taken. It's just that I've been in the right place at the right time and had the right support behind me. Yeah,
cool. All right, let's say it all came crashing down. You could only take one machine out of this place. Which one would it be?
Well, there's the easy answer, which is the Amiga 500. You knew I was going to say that because it's the one I had as a kid after the Amstrad CPC. It's the one that really ignited the passion for computing for me. If I was thinking purely from a financial point of view, Amiga 500s are pretty common. I'd probably grab the Galaxian, but that's going to be very hard to get down the stairs in the event of a fire, an arcade cabinet. So it'd probably have to be the Sharp X68000, which is out the back at the moment because the monitor has gone pop.
Right.
And it's a real pain because it's a tri-sync monitor.
Right.
It's 15, 24, and 31 kilohertz. So you can't just swap it in for another television. So we're going to get that repaired. But the unit itself, 68,000 under one arm for the rarity and the value, an Amiga 500 for the nostalgia under the other arm. Can I have two?
Sure, okay. only because one of them's an Amiga 500 and that's a given. Yeah, fantastic. I've seen, obviously, for me, probably the most emotional thing here is the recreation shop. I think that's just fantastic. And the way you've done that, obviously inspired by W.H. Smith's of the period. Yeah. Acorn Electron Games, quite rightly, very limited number down on the bottom shelf. And you've got the hands-on exhibition space here. You've got this area here behind us. But what are your plans going forward? What are you most excited about?
There is an arcade being built, which is the worst kept secret now. I've been talking about it too much. So there's a chap called Alex who's building an arcade in the West Wing down on the ground floor. So a while back I put a video out inviting other businesses who might want to come to the mill, set up complementary businesses, retro businesses, or a cafe or anything like that to help support what we do here. Up steps Alex, who just happens to be a very enthusiastic part of the arcade community, a community that I'm just getting to know a little bit better because I've not really moved in those circles. So through Alex, I'm really getting to know some people in there. He's got an incredible collection of arcades himself, but also through that community, lots of people are stepping forward and offering arcades for sale or to loan to him. And I'm talking like the classics. I mean, Tempest, Robotron, Space Invaders, an original Japanese Space Invaders, Donkey Kong, Defender, they're all going to be there.
Nice.
You know, the ones that started or defined genres, just an incredible selection. And this is going to be an arcade, yes, that you can go and play all the machines on, but it's going to be a museum. You've got to come away feeling like you've learned something. And Alex is perfectly positioned to do that because he knows so much about these machines. And he'll get guest speakers in and things like that. So I think that's going to be really great. Question for you, if you were coming to an arcade museum, what cabinet would have to be there to make it worth your while?
Outrun.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We're on the same page on that, okay.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now, we're not going to be able to get a big sit-in one.
Oh, damn it.
It's going to have to be an upright with the space we've got.
This place is rubbish. Don't bother. No.
I've got a hang-on, a super hang-on, if that helps.
I was never very good at that. I like cycling, but I'd always almost fall off that machine. I don't know.
Well, maybe because it's not cycling.
Yeah. Well, it's motorbikes. It was heavy, wasn't it, as well, in the arcade? It was actually quite a heavy thing to...
the sit-on one.
Yeah, the sit-on one.
Yeah. You had to really plan ahead for the corners.
Yeah,
you
did.
Again, this is an upright one.
Yeah, okay.
I'd love to get Paperboy. I think that's one of the dream ones.
And that is cycling.
That is cycling, yes. Or Enduro Racer. Did you ever play that?
Yeah.
You have to flick
pull back on the handlebars.
Oh, yeah.
We both do it at the same time.
That's a good game, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to get them side by side so we can play them together.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what other... Oh, we got a Cubert as well.
All right.
Have you ever played an original Cubert?
No,
so,
no.
You know Cubert's on the pyramid. And
Yeah,
it's
sort of
around.
isometric.
Well,
yeah.
this is a fun cabinet because when he falls off, he falls down into the cabinet and then there's this solenoid that thumps the side of the cabinet as if he's hit the bottom of it when he's falling into it. And these are all things that you don't get through emulation. You don't realise. And also the Cubert, the joystick's set at an angle to be in line with the pyramid and the isometric nature of it.
Yeah.
So it's just little things like that I think people will come in and go, oh, so this is the authentic experience. Like when people come into the cave and see all the televisions and the CRTs and go, oh, I forgot how good things looked on television.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be the same with the arcades. So.
And as we discussed earlier, whilst you were beating me at GoldenEye, that's a game you have to play on a CRT because it looks so terrible on anything else. It really does. Cool. Well, look, Neil, I just really want to thank you for, again, you know, spending the time with me today and opening up the cave because I know you do try and get your time off in between everything you're doing.
I've got a present here for you because you were kind enough to bring some Commodore Cave mugs over for me. Go and subscribe to Commodore Cave if you're not already subscribed.
I was going to say, they weren't from me, they were from Graham, so I cheaped out.
You got me a Perth Hills, Western Australia bottle opener.
No expense spared.
Yeah, I'm going to enjoy that. And I've got you a Cave Dweller Vintage Hardware Technician polo shirt. So you've got to wear that when you're doing your repairs.
We needed this earlier when we were both underneath a desk troubleshooting a monitor on a modern PC, would you believe? So, yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much, Neil. And again, thank you for your time. And keep doing what you're doing because it's fantastic.
Thank you, Chris. And you too. I enjoy watching your channel, so keep it up.
Cool. Thank you. Bye. Or however I'm going to sign that off.
That's ridiculous.